Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we're making something a little bit different. We're making goat cheese. Goat cheese is delicious and I love it, and it's fairly easy to make. The only problem is with making cheese like this is you need milk that's not ultra pasteurized, which is super hard to find. In Kroger's and most of the markets, they have goat's milk, but it's ultra pasteurized, and if you try to use it, it just won't set curd. So what I'm trying today is 100% whole milk goat powder, and you mix this, a quarter cup of this with a cup of warm water, and it reconstitutes and you have whole goat's milk. So I'm trying that today since I can't get goat's milk that's not ultra pasteurized. So I've mixed up a quart. We need a quart. And what we're going to do to start is take a nice saucepan with a good bottom. We'll put our goat's milk in there. Smells good. Now, the other things we're going to need is 1/3 cup of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and you're going to need some cheesecloth for a strainer. After we get our goat's milk to set curds, we'll strain it in the curds in the cheesecloth. So we need to put the milk on the stove and gradually bring it up to 185 degrees, and then we can add the vinegar and the lemon juice, and that will cause it to set curd. All right, so I brought our goat's milk up to 185 degrees. Used a digital temperature probe, and you want to do it gradually. You don't want to be in a hurry, so it takes quite a while, and you need to constantly stir it. So now we're going to add our 2 acids that will set curd for us. One is 1/3 cup of fresh lemon juice, and the other is 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. So we'll do that, and I'll show you how we mix it in. Okay, we're going to start first with the lemon juice, and you want to just pour it slow, and as you do it, you just want to stir it in using an up and down motion like this. Get it stirred in good. Now we're going to add our vinegar in the same way. Get it mixed in good. Okay, now we're going to put a lid on it, and we're going to let it sit here for 30 minutes until our curd develops. So we'll give it a 30-minute rest, and then we'll take a peek and see what kind of curd we got. Okay, our goat's milk is rested for a half an hour, and now we can check and see if we have good curd. All right, our curd was set. It's very fine. We have like 3 layers of cheesecloth in the colander. We poured our goat's milk into the cheesecloth, and now we want to add half a teaspoon of salt to the curd. And we're going to mix it up a bit. You want your cheesecloth wet. Now, what we want to do is gather it into a ball. We're going to take some kitchen string. We're going to tie it. Okay, so now what we want to do, if you have a faucet like mine, I'm going to hang it. And you can see it dripping. Now, if you don't have a faucet like this, you can hang it from like a kitchen cabinet handle and put a drip pan under it. If you have a faucet like this, just let it drip into the sink. So we're gonna let it set for an hour and drip. We want all the whey to come out of our goat cheese. So we'll give it an hour, and then we're gonna untie it, and we're gonna mix in some herbs. Okay, we got our little bundle of goat cheese here. If you recall in the last segment, we added the 2 acids, gave it a rest, and then we checked the curd. And in a cheese like this, the curd is going to be very, very small. So what we did was we had a colander with 3 layers of cheesecloth in it, and we wet it so the cheese didn't stick to it. and then we poured the goat cheese into the colander and then gathered it in a ball and let it drain for an hour. So now we're going to take it out and flavor it. So you have to scrape it out of the You want to try to get it all out. Now scrape it out of the cheesecloth. There we go for that one. It sticks. Can be difficult because it's so fine. Okay. So now we're gonna crumble it up. Chop it up a bit. I'm gonna wash my fingers real quick. May not seem like it, but that's a pretty good amount of cheese from a quart of milk. So now we can flavor it. And you can flavor it any way you want. You can put chives and garlic in it. You could put sun-dried tomatoes in it, whatever you want. I like herbs of de Provence. So I'm gonna sprinkle some in there. And I'm going to mix it in good. It's just a matter of preference what you want in it. Maybe a bit more. That should be good. So now I want to pull it together. There we go. It's very creamy, which is awesome. So now we're going to make it into kind of a log. Just like that. When we get it like this, we're going to set it aside for a minute. Okay. Now we need some saran wrap, and I have a new roll. obviously is going to give me fits. Okay, I ended up using Press and Seal because that Glad wrap that stuff's terrible. I couldn't find an edge anywhere. So we get our cheese in there. Kind of in a log shape. We're gonna fold this over and roll it. Now you want to grab the ends and roll it on the counter. Pretty much like that. So there's our goat cheese. Now we're going to put it in the fridge for an hour or so and let it set. And then we can slice into it. Alright, our goat cheese has been in the fridge for a few hours. And as you can see, you get a pretty good amount of goat cheese out of a quart of goat's milk. So I'm going to try a little bit on a cracker and see how it tastes. It's very good. If you like goat cheese, you'll like this. And I like the herbes de Provence in it. Gives it a good flavor. So that's it. I hope that if you like goat cheese, I hope that you'll give this a try. The powdered whole goat's milk that I got from Amazon. So you can grab a jug of it if you want to give this a try. And I think you'll like it. So thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.